much. What a beautiful thing. I wasn't expecting, I was expecting a piece of paper, actually, with the words written on it. This is absolutely lovely. Thank you so much. I shall treasure it forever. And remember this amazing journey and experience of making this film. First of all, you know, Ron has done such incredible work himself, as you all know, fighting for the restitution of art. It's amazing that to this day, that the world is still struggling with this issue, and the Jewish people are still struggling to reclaim their history. It's not reclaiming the material things, and I felt always that this was very much what the film Woman in Gold was about. It's about reclaiming history and memory and family and culture. And those are the things that are the most important to all of us, no matter what part of the world we come from. History, culture, family, memory is what is the fundamental human condition. And that's what the restitution of art is all about. It's not about the financial side of it at all. Maybe it's a little tiny postcard that someone had, or a little, you know, her mother's ring, my mother's ring, my grandmother's ring, now my great-grandmother's ring. The terrible thing is that we are losing the generation who have a living experience of these realities. And that was what was so important about the film The Woman in Gold. And I take no credit, honestly. I was simply a representative. Simon Curtis, who made the film, who was very, very passionate about it, who had ironically worked as my assistant when he was a very young assistant director. He sort of did my fan mail for me when I was working in the theatre, and grew up and on to become a very successful film director. And it was his energy and his passion that made this film happen. I also, obviously, the real power, the energy, the soul of this film is Maria Altman. And an interesting thing happened when we were in Vienna making the film, and Vienna was very generous and opened her gates to us, if you like. And the mayor of Vienna held a little function for us and presented me again with a little sort of the keys of Vienna, if you like. But he said an interesting thing. He said Maria Altman was very important to the history of Vienna, because she made us come to terms with and recognize and stop the denial of what had actually happened in the late 30s right here in Vienna. So again, you know, the name Maria Altman, I hope with the film will go into the history. Certainly, I know she is in the history of the Jewish people, but she should be in the history of human history, because what she did was so very, very important. And I think that the reverberations, thanks to Ron and the Jewish Congress and many, many people throughout the world, hopefully the reverberations will continue on through the next 20, let's hope it doesn't take that long, years. And I didn't know, Ron, that there was a painting at the Tate Gallery. And being a British person, I shall start talking about that one.
It's a Constable painting.
A Constable painting, really? That's interesting. Absolutely.
They know it was stolen.
Oh, you do? Yes.
They know it's stolen.
They know it's stolen. Well, that's unconscionable to me. Absolutely unconscionable. The great thing that the film did was it made it visceral. It made people actually come to, you know, live the reality of it. And it's just so easy to forget the reality of it. In playing Maria Altman, I didn't just try to impersonate her, if you like, but I tried to put her memories into my mind, because they're not my memories. And I had to study and read a lot about what happened in Germany and Vienna in the 1930s and relive that. And that was a very devastating place to have to put yourself into the realities, the absolute reality of what happened. And imagine it happening to you right now, of people walking into your apartment on the, you know, on the West Side and saying, that's all mine, and you don't live here anymore. Your whole life, your whole history, you know, your great-grandmother's, you know, sewing box, whatever it is, just gone. So anyway, you can tell I felt very passionately about this film. I feel that, to me, this cup, this Kiddish cup belongs to Maria, and I hope you'll put her name on it as well, because that's who it really belongs to. I thank you so much. It's an incredible honor, and I'm touched and moved. And tell all your friends to go and see the movie.